The roof will be closed for tonight's Rangers game versus the Astros, and it's usually closed. They've already announced it'll be closed tonight. And I get this question asked a lot. Hi, my name's Jeff at Texas Clubhouse on YouTube and on Twitch, at Jeff Bates on X. I get this question a lot. I go live for Ranger games a lot. Almost every game that I'm not at the ballpark, I go live on my channel. You should join me and check it out. And every night, maybe not every night, almost every night, someone will ask, why isn't the roof open? The game is better with the roof open, they'll say in the chat. Do you think the ball travels differently with the roof open versus the roof closed? And I got to be honest with you, there's not enough of a sample size with the roof open for me to think that the data means anything at all. But I get asked it every night. And today on X, my friend Roger, he's a Mets fan, but we like him anyway, asked me directly this question. Let me put it up on the screen so you can see it, and we will talk about it. Roger says, Jeff, watching the Rangers game the other evening with the roof opened, it did appear that the ball flies much more, though some of the home runs hit were legit shots either way. But you as a Rangers fan and watching them daily, do you feel that it's more of a myth or does affect? He means, what do you think? You watch the games a lot. So let's talk about that exact thing. And let's go to an article from not that long ago. So again, the roof isn't open enough to really have data on this. If you really wanted a good sample size, well, you don't have one. But this is an article from October 10th, 2023. So it does not take into account anything from last year or the couple games this year. But we're talking just a few games. Let's just talk about the articles from Cody Stavenhagen over at The Athletic. The roof at Globe Life Field is officially closed. Does it make a difference? The Rangers have not played a home game with a retractable roof at Globe Life Field since May 21st. Again, this is a 2023 article. Entering Tuesday's ALDS Game 3, there was speculation the roof could be open. The decision ultimately happens at the league level, but 85 degrees has generally been a threshold to consider having the roof open. Forecasts in Arlington indicate the temperature could be just under 80 degrees at the time of the first pitch. Still, the team announced Tuesday afternoon the roof will be officially closed for Game 3. I've got some people who come into my live streams and they can't stand when the roof is closed. They want baseball to be outside. Sorry, you're in the minority. We want air conditioning. It's better fan experience. But this is not what we're here for, that argument. The writers, the national writers were in the building and they had this conversation. And Cody was listening and wrote the article, okay? And he further says, and that leads to another interesting question, one that was a hot topic in Tuesday's pregame media sessions. Does it make a difference? Cody continues, the Rangers played only 11 games with the roof open in 2023. So it's worth noting the sample size is small, but in the open roof games, the Rangers hit 293 with a 914 OPS. With the roof closed, the team hit 271 with an 833 OPS. As a whole, Globe Life Field was a more hitter-friendly to both teams when the roof is open. The stadium had a park factor of 110 for run scoring with the roof closed and 145 with it open. Rangers pitchers also allowed slightly more runs with the roof open. Blah, 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 blah. Both teams are playing in the same ballpark, roof open or roof closed, same conditions, Rangers GM Chris Young said. I always said as a starting pitcher, my job was to be one run better than the other team. Ultimately, that's all that matters. That's the way we look at it. Whatever the conditions are, our job is to go find a way to win. And that's the right attitude. Listen, I don't know if you can take anything away from the small sample size that is 10 to 15 games versus, it's an 81 game home slate. So if you played 20, right? If you played 20 games with the roof open, and you're not gonna, but if you played 20, that would be 1/4 of your game. So 3/4 of your games would be with the roof closed. Here's what I say. Who cares? What CY said is what I say. It's the same ballpark for both teams. Will there be more runs with the roof open? Yes. The ball will fly better. There's enough evidence to say that in 2023, 18 points in batting average? I think that's significant, right? There'll be more runs. There'll be higher ERAs. For sure. If the roof is open, the ball is going to fly better, almost assuredly. But I don't know why it matters. The field is the same for both teams. When the Rockies were playing unbelievable offensive baseball because they were at Coors Field and the ball was flying, that was fun, right? What's the worst? The Dodgers, it's hard to hit a home run when the air is wet and it's nighttime, the ball doesn't fly there very good. And there's a bunch of stadiums that have park factors. Every stadium that has a retractable roof is going to be a different field, play-wise, open versus closed. But again, I say, who cares? When the roof is open, you will get more offense. If you want to just watch offense, come when the roof is open. And that's not very often here. It's usually pretty hot and pretty humid. That's why they spent $1 billion and built a new stadium to put a roof on it, to bring Corey Seager and Marcus Simeon and John Gray and Andrew Haney and Jacob DeGrom and all the other free agents that have and will continue to sign here, because air conditioning over sweat all day, every day. But the question was and is there more offense when the roof is open? And I think without a huge sample size, it's obvious the answer is yes. Appreciate your question, buddy. I'm sorry you're a Mets fan, but you seem like a really nice guy, and I appreciate the question. Give him some follow over on X. Give him some love. If you got a question, if I can answer it, maybe I'll do this. Thanks for watching. Have the best day ever. Go Rangers. See ya.